Let me get my questions because I'm not professional enough to just memorize all the shit.
Tap that A.
I have no shame, so I'm sure this will be fun.
No shame.
We are here.
That's beautiful. All right, we can get this thing going now.
I love it.
Going crazy without you, without you, without you. Going crazy without you.
All right, so what we usually do is we have performances and everything, but Miss Photographer over here, the performance will be the end product, basically, right?
Hello. We're gonna do 3 locations. This one against that brown fence, and then do against the brick wall too. But we just have a rug and a bar stool. See how easy that is? A rug and a bar stool.
Tell me what's the use of that? I ain't tryna get used to that. Place where the confusion at. Tell me what's the use of that? I ain't tryna get used to that. Place where the confusion at. Been too long, 200 unfinished song. Beat myself up King Kong. Really tryna blow King John. Shout out to my mishaps. I've always been a misfit. Got a shooter on my favor. I ain't playing on this shit. Yeah. Tell me what's the use of that? I ain't tryna get used to that. Place where the confusion at. Tell me what's the use of that? I ain't tryna get used to that. Place where the confusion at. Lost soul, no roadmap. Got weed shit rolling. Double cup, that's a road rage. Bet you'll be just me for a cold day. Not a bottle, but another on the way. Never know if we see another day.
All right. You ready?
I'm
Is
so
you ready?
I'm
Are
ready.
you ready to rumble?
Hayward is.
All right.
Okay. We
All
can-
right. Welcome. This is Prolific Profiles, and it is also a new year, 2022. Have I got it right? Am I in the right new year? For sure. It is 2022 right now. And for now on, with the new year, I will be known as Gratian, as a new artist. We are making it official today.
Gratian?
Gratian is the name.
I like this. Okay.
Because I am grateful and I am full of grace. So,
This is
that's
cool.
what we're going to be
Okay.
doing. But this episode is not about me. This is episode 7, and we have the amazing, the talented, the real Raeven on here right now. What is up, Raeven? How are you doing?
I'm doing super well. You know, 7's my favorite number.
7?
Yep. I feel like it's a lot
Awesome.
of people's favorite number, but it's like my favorite number. What a
That-
good episode to be on.
That is an awesome coincidence.
Ooh,
That happens
good.
low-key a few times. We had Ivan L on here,
Really?
named IV.
Was he 3?
He was 4.
Oh, I was gonna say that
Roman
first
numerals, though. IV, 4.
time. Oh, shut
Perfect.
up. That's so cool.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like almost the universe is working with us right now.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's good. That's good.
Okay.
We're supposed to be here. This
We
is a good
are.
synchronicity right now. But yeah, all right. So 2022, how was your New Year's?
It was good. It was random. Actually, we went out the night before New Year's and got way too fucked up the night before. So we weren't going to go out on New Year's Eve. But Hayward and I did just by ourselves. And it ended up being better than being like in a group. It was fun.
Where are you
good.
guys going? What did you guys drink? What happened?
We went to Emporium. No, actually, we went to Boiler Room. Do you ever go there in Logan?
I think I was trying to go there one time,
For
but
real?
I missed it.
Dude, you guys have to go because if you order a PBR, it's $10 and it's a piece of pizza, like a big ass piece of pizza, a tall boy PBR, and a shot of Jameson for $10. That's like their special.
Decent. That's like
Or what is it? PB&J, not PBR. Well, it is a PBR, but
PB&J.
PB&J. But we go there before we go to Emporium in Logan, and that's what we did. And just rang
Decent.
in the new year and played arcade games.
you just get a screwball whiskey and you get some PB shots right there.
Okay. Wait, what?
Have you ever had screwball whiskey?
No.
Oh man,
What is it?
That's definitely something I should bring. Yeah, it's a peanut butter whiskey drink. It's a spirit, but it tastes like peanut butter.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what?
I had a fun time bartending at this place, Recess, and low key we like to drink behind the bar and everything.
Sure.
Sometimes I like to pour some OJ in a cup and then sneak a little bit of Screwball in there.
Okay.
Make it a PB and OJ. It kind of tastes
Oh.
funky to some people, but I have a weird
you
palate, so it
kidding
tastes
me?
good to me.
Shot, prolific profile shot. We actually spoke about it and we was like, this is the best idea because it is so you, but also so unique that nobody else
Oh
serves.
my
Right.
goodness.
Mom always
It
Yes.
might
Okay, now I'm understanding that. But with orange juice?
OJ and PB. It's like a breakfast thing.
Okay.
Like scribble and ice cream in it as a
Ooh. Okay.
Some like chocolate ice cream or
It doesn't
something like
sound
that.
half
shot. For you guys tonight. And then he
Could you imagine?
So, I mean, what else happened on your New Year's, though, aside from drinking some peanut butter whiskey and Jameson? Or
Do you
peanut
know
butter
what we
with
did?
Jameson?
We went back to the Oasis. It's like a bar up in Rogers Park. Have you been there
Oh,
before?
I have not been there. I don't really go. I don't travel to Rogers
Oh
Park
my
a lot.
God. It's open till 4 or 5 a.m. We used to live above it for like a long time. So we get off work at 4 a.m. We like
Okay.
race there or 2 a.m. before they close and do like a bunch of drinks. So we went there the other night. We haven't lived there in years. Well, like in that apartment in years. So we went there and finished off the night there until like literally they closed or we couldn't even barely.
Did they remember you
out.
guys when you
No!
visited? No.
They're always, even when we would go in there when we lived there, there was one woman that was still like sassy and mean with us, and she was still sassy and mean with us the other night, so it didn't make a difference. But
Oh, okay. If you could talk into the mic, that would be super helpful. We could record this properly. We could still hear it. I could just amplify it just a little bit. Be like intentional right here. I'm
Okay.
gonna make some words
very
happen.
intentional. It was fun though. I don't know. It was chill a little bit, but it was fun at the same time.
Well, I got a couple of bars to go into. Oasis. I'm gonna definitely check
The
out.
Oasis. It's very divey. It smells.
Do they
good.
make cocktails or they just serve like beers
They
and stuff?
just. You know what? Order a cocktail and you let me know what comes back to you at the bar.
I'm a cocktail drinker. I love cocktails, so I'm gonna have to make it happen.
Yeah.
Little off, we went on a little tangent there, but for those unfamiliar with Raeven over here, she's a very talented Chicago photographer. You know, the eyes behind the scene kind of stuff. In your own words, Raeven, who is Raeven?
Like as an artist, I'm a music photographer, I guess, mainly. I like shooting artists, like hip hop rappers. I don't know. I feel like when you see stuff like on Complex or you see stuff like on Thrillist or is it Thrillist sometimes? Or is that what I'm thinking of? I don't know. Mostly Complex. Like it's just gritty and a lot of people try to recreate it and they don't do it well. But I know I do it well. So I feel like it's just like a calling of like an art that I should be doing. So I like helping rappers and hip hop artists or like R&B, like that genre of people just get their image across. And I'm like that middle ground to that. You know what I mean? Because they know how to do music, but I know how to do it visually for them.
Definitely a good way to say a middle ground for it, because a lot of people always see the end product of an artist, especially if you're a photographer for artists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody always see the end product on stage, but like you are the behind the scenes. You are who, like you. Everybody sees the promotions of the artist,
Mm-hmm.
the images. I want to see this person. I want to see what's happening with that, and you make that happen, right?
Yeah, I like doing that. I get to know you like a little bit. I was so nervous to do that in the beginning, but I love getting to know like the artist now and figuring out like the direction they want to go with the look and then making it just look like, I don't know, like leveled up, but still gritty at the same time. Like that realism just looks really good in like hip hop photos. And I
That's
feel
dope.
I do it well. So
Well, hip hop really has that kind of a urban aesthetic, that gritty kind of vibe, a real in your face kind of attitude. So it definitely should be portrayed as so. And I suppose from what we've seen so far on Instagram and all the things that you put out, you definitely knock it out of the park for sure.
thank you for sure.
Well, before we get into all that serious artistic stuff, what I like to do on Prolific Profiles is I like to kind of humanize the artist a little bit, get to know, we get to know the name, but a lot of the times, if you even think of yourself, think about other artists, people like to idolize them and get a little bit, kind of a big idea. They might be
Okay.
a little bit shy to confront an artist like that, but I like to humanize the artist that I'm talking to and, maybe make it a little bit easier for people to network with you in the future if they do see you, right? So, make it a little bit personal. I want to just ask you, what is a regular day for the photographer Raeven?
A regular day. Okay. Well, I wake up. I always.
I hope you brush your teeth.
Are we literally gonna? Do you want me to go through my whole day? I'm gonna go through my whole day from like waking up. I am like a caffeine addict, so I have to have a cup of coffee. So I always make like a pot of coffee. I do my gratitude journal. Brush my teeth, get ready, and then literally in my head, like it just clicks at a certain point in time, very early, like it's time to make money. So usually, I sit down, do like a little bit of marketing, leave the house and work for a little bit, come back, work from home, leave again, work a little bit, come back, work from home. But I'm always on my phone scrolling or on my computer, like every platform. And when I'm not on a platform, I'm researching different platforms and I'm researching how to get in contact with different people to take things up to levels, like just whatever level is next. Like I never stop doing that. Like that is every day. Every once in a while we get a good off day. But even when we have a good off day.
Is that just for breakfast or?
This is all day. Like last night, I did this all day and then came home. And I think we finally like sat down at like 11 p.m. at night to like watch TV. I don't know. I'm just always like, there's always opportunity. The thing is like, I always keep in mind that I've realized and fully come to terms with is like the abundance is out there and like never ending. Like, so whenever you think like I can't do that because there are going to be so many people doing that, so I shouldn't do it, it's not true. It's never true. The abundance is there. So all throughout the day, all day. Like I love doing shoots, but a lot of the times, like I do have a lot of shoots, but I do spend a lot of time on my phone networking with people. You know, you have to keep consistent, like on your social media and on your platforms and all that stuff. So
yeah, it's like the little things that aren't the most prettiest about an artist's life,
yeah,
right?
But they're very important. You can't
networking.
slip.
You got to get to talking with people. You
And
got to
being
get the
genuine,
details
like good
and planning.
talking, like not like
definitely.
not like weird surface talking. Like I feel like I genuinely talk to people. I like to genuinely talk to people.
You get caught up. People could sense that. Like,
Well,
do you want something off of me? Or do you want to actually like work with me? You know what I mean?
Yes, people. Yeah, it's okay though.
Let's get into some detail about your day, though. When you wake up, what kind of music do you listen to when you're like getting yourself ready?
In the morning, I usually am a podcast person, so I listen to a lot of self-help and like motivational podcasts. Gary Vee is like my new thing right now. I'm like obsessed with him. But I listen to a podcast back in Detroit, Dave and Chuck the Freak, like a lot. That just gets me like comfortable, feeling good. And then when I get ready, though, if we're going somewhere or going out, we have like I switched it over to like a playlist, like Megan Thee Stallion and
there you go.
Killamonte and stuff.
There you go.
Like,
you
know.
gotta get hyped up to go out. Sure.
So it depends. The morning is like good motivation. You get like good meditation in, and nighttime, podcast isn't going to do me any good at night.
That's true. How about when you go out to night? How do you dress up? What kind of fashion you got?
Thigh-high boots.
Thigh-high boots?
Thigh-high boots. I need new ones. I was thinking about it today. My black ones are like, I wear those everywhere. I feel like if people know that they're going to see me out at night, they know they're going to see me in my thigh-high boots somewhere, even if it's winter. I need to get ones I think that are sparkly next. So that's
they're sparkly. They might not be too intimidating. With your size, you might want to make it look really strong.
I was thinking about pink because my hair has pink in it, like pink thigh-high boots. I don't know if you can find those anywhere. I'm going to look and see. I thought about them today when I was driving tonight, like to come home to get ready to come here. But wait, what was the original question? If I'm going out at night, what am I wearing?
Yeah, what are you wearing? What's your fashion
Thigh-high
like?
boots. I don't know what they're with. They're usually with a little dress and like a hoodie, or my hair is always super. If you ever see me, I always realize too, my hair is always in these like little, I don't know.
Well, like right now?
Yeah, these little ponytails. Usually one.
I'm glad we're matching right now with our hair.
We are. Inspiration.
Fantastic.
You know what? I bet you I subconsciously thought about coming here and knowing that you usually wear the buns, something in my brain like put those buns on.
Maybe. I was about to put my hair down just for the show, but I seen this. I'm like, okay, we need to rock this together for sure. All right. Well, this is probably a little bit more of a personal question. You cannot answer this, or you cannot. Do you have a second job aside from photography, or is that confidential?
No. I love photography, but I'm like super into a couple things right now. I'm super into like day trading and crypto, like
Hustling.
NFTs and all that. So I've been heavy in like learning that and in classes, but I'm also like super into affiliate marketing. So like learning how to do that. But then on the side too, like if you need to make extra money, like Instacart or any of those, like that's an easy $200 a day in a couple hours too, guaranteed. Like
Yeah, you
That's
know
what
how
I'm
to
saying.
make
Like,
money
leave
on
the
the
house
side, huh?
like go all day. It's because
Well,
you gotta
damn.
do it.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, you know how to put money in more than one basket like that.
That's
It's very
very true.
essential if you want to be like an entrepreneur or something like that. And it seems like you don't really play video games or anything like throughout the day. You seem to be super busy on it all day, huh?
I know. I'm looking because I was like, do I? I used to love The Sims, but
Oh, The
no.
Sims is fun.
No video games.
No, just a regular day, just
TikTok.
TikTok.
Oh, the other day when I
marketing.
was so hungover, I laid down for like 6 hours in bed and just endlessly scrolled TikTok. That's my.
So when you walk out the door after you get ready and everything, what's your purpose? What's your goal when you walk out the door? Or just any day when you wake up?
I think right now it's been for probably the last month is like when I leave the house, I know that I like need to learn more or know more when I come home. Because even when I'm out, like especially when I'm doing Instacart or like all the other stuff, I always have my AirPods in with a podcast on about marketing or crypto anyway. So like when I come home, I know I'm going to know more. But the goal is like to level up. I don't know. COVID made a lot of people stay very stagnant in their ways, or at least got us in a routine
Facts.
where we were okay.
I could even relate to that.
Where
Sure.
we were just okay with not like pushing ourselves. Like I worked nonstop before COVID, and when COVID happened, I paused. Right?
Same here. I was me and Ever Evolved were doing events. I was starting with this Prolific Profiles podcast and everything. And once that happened, where everybody was like, "All right, we were sick. We can't do this. We can't do that. We have to hold on to this."
But you got to get your brain going again.
Yeah, it's a bummer, but I mean, it's gonna come around, and when it does, we're gonna keep on working at it because that's the only thing we can do. Keep it going. The show goes on, especially when it comes to entertainment. You know what I mean? Another question, just to like personalize a little bit, since we're talking about your routine of your day, I want to see how we can manifest that in the future as well. So, let's take it back, rewind it, and see in the future when you wake up, what would you want to see? You know what I mean?
Like what kind of future? Like
mean,
this year
shit.
or like in 10 years?
Let's say 10 years are like your ultimate goal. You know what I mean? If you
Ultimate
wake
goal?
up,
Okay,
what
no.
house do you want to live in? Right?
I changed my mind. I wish I didn't ask that. How about just this year or next year? Because I think like I put in my Instagram post the other day like talking about no longer having like dreams but having a plan. Like stop thinking about things as dreams, right? Like stop thinking about things like I talked to Hayward about this recently. Like sometimes I'll daydream and be like, oh my God, if only I was in Miami in a cool apartment and doing this job. And it's like, why am I like living a life where I'm having like imaginary life in my head? Like what the fuck? Why are we here if we're like having an imaginary life in our head? So that's why it got me like kicked in a high gear of being like, okay, well, we obviously need to bump up our knowledge on everything so we can earn more to do these great big things mentally, financially, that we should be doing that we're just thinking about. So just this year or next year, the goal is to be able, for me, because I work digitally, well, with a camera too, but mostly digitally, to work from anywhere in the world I want to work from for however long an amount of time. Like still live in Chicago, but if I want to go to Miami for a month, I don't want it to be an issue. I want to be able to book the room and go and work from Miami for a month.
So we could say, by next year to manifest, when you wake up, you're gonna have a plane ticket ready for
Anywhere.
some kind of city.
Yes.
Just be working next.
Yes.
We have some work. We're gonna be looking forward to work on a plane.
Looking forward to work. Yeah, but good work. Like it'll be fun. Like without the pressure, because sometimes when you do art, if you're thinking financially, you can't always express yourself in your art because you're worried about like, am I gonna get paid enough for what I'm doing? And like you still have to eat. So I want to have enough passive income. That's why I do crypto or study crypto NFTs affiliate marketing, because I want that passive income to exist so that my art, I can do whatever I want with financial freedom and not have that weighing on me. And that's the goal this year and next year.
All right, we're going to keep the manifestations to the closest possible day. So within the next couple of years, we're going to be like, and we already have been doing this, right? We've been waking up and we're going to have a plane ticket to our next destination where we will work and make money and make good connections. That seems like a dope manifestation right there. We'll keep it at that for sure. How about what inspired you to do photography?
Well, I worked in restaurants till COVID happened, and I lost my job at my restaurant, and I wasn't asked to come back. So I was doing unemployment and Hayward like was a partner at Beatbox at the time, and asked me to come on because they needed someone at the time, I think, to help them organize was like the idea and do all their back end stuff. But then it turned into me getting a camera and doing BTS of them, which turned into me liking it and getting more comfortable and flourishing into something that was like never planned.
That's dope. I like
You
that.
know?
Like a lot of things that happen that's good in your life is kind of unplanned a little bit.
Yeah, I was definitely pushed, certainly by Hayward and by Ignat, like too, like by Ron, but
Well, you're not going to be motivated to do that if you're not interested
no,
in the
it's
first
true.
place.
Yeah,
right?
I had to certainly do shoots that I liked or meet people that I liked that motivated me to do it, but it was never a planned thing. And it only happened like a year and a half ago now, I think.
Man, that was even my next question. Like, when did it start? That's probably
Yeah.
just a year and
I
a
think
half ago, 2 years.
August of 2020, or wait, no, 2021? August of 2020. So, okay, yeah, a little over a year is when I joined Beatbox.
Okay.
And then we met Ever Evolved, and then League Champs started happening, and then I started going to shows, and now it's just, I'm shooting everything, so.
Well, that's dope. That's dope. Do you remember your first photo at all? No, maybe?
My first photo?
I couldn't tell you this. I haven't been there.
Yeah, but that was a long time. Yeah,
Amsterdam?
back in when he and I went to Amsterdam, and he wanted to shoot a music video there. I remember, and I didn't even know how you shoot videos. Like, I didn't understand that you shoot a video a long time and you cut it like wherever you want. So when he would be like, "Film me," I would shoot it for like 4 seconds and then clip it because I was thinking that's how you like put stuff together. And he was getting so frustrated with me, but I just didn't understand like the whole thing of it. But we still do have an entire folder from Amsterdam, and they are super cool. But I think like my first exact shoot was when I was in school, because one of my last classes I took was Photoshop. Like the last semester, one of my last electives was Photoshop, and like our final, we had to do a shoot, and I did it of my grandparents, which ended up being like so pretty. But I think that was my first like official shoot. But music wise, I have no idea. Who knows?
All in Amsterdam.
In Amsterdam, and
Manifestation
so
came in quick. For sure. I've never been in Amsterdam. That's really cool.
Oh, you would love it.
They have like mountains there. I know they have like free
Amsterdam?
weed for sure.
You know
like,
what? We didn't
legal
venture
weed.
very far. We couldn't get very far.
I'm a hiker, so that's like the first thing I'm gonna ask.
Really?
Can I travel
Well,
and
they walk
adventure
and
in this
bike
place and
everywhere,
get lost?
so you could do that.
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely check it out for sure. I
It's
really
cool.
want to get to Amsterdam at some point in my life for sure.
You will. Hey,
Well,
manifestation.
there is weed, there's a way. See what I did there? Don't even ask. All right. But how about next question? We'll
Okay.
ask, what type of photography do you actually like? You started with doing photographs of artists and stuff. Is that what you want to consistently
Yeah.
do, or do you like nightlife photography, nature photography,
Nope.
architecture?
Nope.
You're just all
I
into
think about a bunch
hip-hop
of different
artists.
ones too, and sometimes, and no offense to whoever sees this, maybe that asks me to do family pictures or like stuff like that, I just don't like it. I don't know. It seems cheesy to me. If I had to close my eyes and think about like the perfect picture I was taking, like the perfect environment to be in, like if I'm backstage at a huge show with an artist, like they're about to go out on stage, like them turning and looking at me, and like that shot is like, oh, like their excitement is all in it. Like I'm backstage, like a big show. Like those photos are like, that is capturing that perfect moment of them that no one else is getting to see perfectly but me, like right then and there.
Is there a specific type of music artist that you want to like photograph, like hip hop, electronic, or doesn't really matter?
It probably doesn't matter for that. It probably doesn't matter for that, because anything I think would make you a little bit nervous going on stage. I still like rap and hip hop and like R&B and stuff, but I think any artist would probably feel that. They're
sure.
gonna have that look.
Sounds good. Yeah, to capture that kind of energy in a moment, and then to be able to relive it later when you take a look at the photograph. That's definitely
Yep.
cool. I like the idea of photography in that aspect, because yeah, the memories are awesome, especially if we can get into a show. And I don't know,
For
any
sure.
any type
know.
of good memory is definitely worth reliving a little bit. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to get into a little bit of trivia questions.
Oh my god.
This is like the first time I'm trying to do this, only because
Trivia.
there's only like 2 or 3 questions.
Great. Okay. I can't wait. I'm gonna give him my best shot.
This is our silly questions. Everybody should know this. Like myself, I learned this
Why don't
today.
you preface it with that? All right.
I just
Go
learned
ahead.
this shit today. I should have known this. Maybe I don't know.
I'm gonna take a drink before this happens. Just in case.
All right, let me take a shot with you. Cheers. Cheers to trivia questions.
I'll take another one.
Not much. It's just kind of, since you're a photographer,
Okay.
I wanted to see if you know a little bit of history about photography, like I have learned today.
Okay.
It's something I should have known for a while. Maybe. Who doesn't?
We'll see.
Doesn't really matter. But do you know when the first photo was ever taken?
Nope. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to think.
Do you want to guess?
Yeah. No. Well, in my head, I'm thinking about, you know those cameras where people put the blanket like over their head and they have to press at the railroads?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. I don't know if that's right.
Like Notre
That's
Dame
my
on
guess.
the camera and
Yes,
everything?
where they put it over their head
Snapshot.
and they don't get it back for a really long time.
Yeah.
It was like a Dane Cook joke. a long
It's
time ago.
probably definitely around that kind of time period, because
Okay.
the earliest photo surviving that I'd known that I looked up was from 1825.
Dude,
That's
that's
crazy.
a long. Well, did it say what it? Did you see what it was of?
It was supposed to be a photo of somebody on a balcony looking outside of a window.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not what I would think.
Yeah,
That's
no,
so,
I think they were just trying to
that's
test it.
prettier than like I would think.
It's kind of blurry though.
Well, kind of blurry. It's like the quality is like pixels are huge
right.
on it.
It's super black and white. It's kind of blurry.
It's super black and white, of course. What? Duh. Oh, they only did it in black and white.
But guess
That's
this
cool,
though.
though.
Guess this.
Okay.
The first video recording was. It's the first photo. The first photo was 1825. The first video recording that we have surviving is from 1888. That's almost like
Dang.
more than 50 years later.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Technology.
Do you know what that one was? Or no?
That one was supposed to be of Roundhay Garden scene, and it's basically a bunch of people in Britain dancing around a fountain.
Cool. The first
Yeah.
video.
And it was only like 3 seconds. 3 seconds of video.
Hey, that was a long time to them. Like they couldn't probably believe that was captured.
That's crazy for them.
Interesting.
And, yeah, I mean, obviously, probably not. I never knew these questions as well, so I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna tell you about it. The first motion picture. Can you guess that year?
The first motion. It's gonna be in the 1900s, right? Or no? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, no, 1900s.
It kind of precedes the video recording. So
Sure, that wasn't that 18. What
yeah,
did you
the
say it
first video recording was
1860?
1888 with the people dancing in front of fountains in Britain. This one is supposed to be, the first motion picture is Horse in Motion in 1878.
Oh, I did know this. Okay. Well, I didn't because I didn't say it, but I
Yeah.
heard this before.
It's in the memory banks.
Horse in motion. Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently the notion of this motion picture is literally snapped a bunch of photos at the same time while a horse is running on a derby, so they can actually find out if a horse's feet actually all 4 of them stay in midair, and they prove that they did.
Interesting.
When they're running, at least one point.
Science at the same time.
Right? So we made a movie and we figured out science. Horses can fly for about a second.
For about a
Basically.
second. They didn't know that before. Like our
Yeah,
eyes just
basically
could not
their
tell it.
feet are not touching the ground all the time when they run. So that was the purpose of the first motion picture.
I like that.
And the first color film.
These
that
are the
one.
questions you were going to ask me.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if I answered all of them right?
Dude, that would be awesome.
It would have been. But
Be like,
instead,
you
we're
are
just learning.
such a genius. Well,
The
we're
first-
just learning things now.
I love learning, so it's good.
This is pertaining to film and photography. So the first color in film was in 1908, and I actually, this was called A Visit to the Seaside, and that
Visit
was
to the
like a
Seaside.
documentary, right? Yeah.
Documentary?
Am I pronouncing it correctly? Documentary.
You can call it whatever you want.
I guess British people just wanted to visit the seaside and document that shit.
Why? I don't know why I don't know
British
these
people
things.
are awesome. I don't know. They just want to keep on doing things.
Look at you doing the research.
The first non-documented color film, I really like this title. It's called The Flesh and the Devil.
The
And the World.
Flesh and the Devil. Okay.
Oh, sorry. The World, The Flesh and the Devil.
Well, the world, the flesh, and the devil. How long?
Pretty interesting.
does it
That
say
was
how long it
that was in 1914. and they had way different techniques to actually get color film in there. So we're lucky by now. Good thing we haven't been born in that age.
Could you imagine? Takes so long. Takes you like, I don't even know how long to get a film out.
Would you guys? Would you be a photographer in 1914?
Well, could you imagine the equipment you'd have to carry in 1914?
Just like a whole.
I just told you that
case
thing.
and
The
a
cameras
donkey.
were like huge. Then you have to put the blanket over your head. I'm pretty sure a puff of smoke is like somewhere in there. Like,
Some
trying to take a
sparks
picture.
flying out and everything. Try not to burn
Oh my
yourself.
god, that's so funny.
Aside from these silly trivia questions, are you a movie buff at all or no? Do you like movies?
I do like movies, but we have a tendency in our household to watch the same movies 5,000 times each. So
The Fifth Element for me.
You do that?
I love The Fifth Element. I keep rewatching that movie.
Well, go ahead. Say
And The Goonies.
Oh, I do love the Goonies. The Truffle
Goonies.
Shuffle? Okay.
The Truffle Shuffle.
Rhymester didn't know what the Truffle Shuffle was one time.
What?
Yep. I told him to get in. I think it was to get in our house.
Who doesn't know the Truffle
I said,
Shuffle?
you got to do the Truffle Shuffle. And he got mad at me and said, what? I was like, never mind.
Do the Truffle
Rhymester.
Shuffle, you fat pig. No, I was kidding.
Well, I did say that to him. I promise. But I said at least the beginning part, and he didn't get it.
All right.
Anyway.
If you have any list of movies, top 5 favorite movies, what do you got?
Oh, my God. This is the... Okay, top 5 favorite movies. Movies we watch at our house 24/7. Let me think. Pineapple Express is very high up on the top.
Pineapple Express is a good
Big
choice.
Daddy, Big Daddy is another one that's up there. Okay, do you know what I like?
Shout
And
out
I'm
to the
just gonna
man's
say it.
Adam Sandler.
I feel like a lot of people don't like it, but I love the breakup with Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston. It's been one of my like go-tos forever.
Yo, Vince Vaughn is a low-key
I
dope
love
character.
Vince Vaughn.
And he's from Chicago.
Yeah.
Shout out
I
Vince
love
Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. I don't know if I like him as much lately. I don't know what he does lately. I don't know why I said that, but I like him then.
He's definitely a dope actor
What
for sure.
else is up there? It's gonna be all comedy, you guys.
Comedy's good. We love comedy.
Let me think. I like Superbad. That's up there.
I think you need one more, right?
Yep. Just let me think. It could be silent for a minute. It doesn't put any pressure on me.
No pressure. We're just staring at you.
I don't care.
The camera's ticking. The clock is rolling.
I'll just stare right at it.
What?
A fifth one? Okay, let me think. What'd I say? Pineapple Express, Big Daddy.
You did like the Goonies.
Not enough to say it.
What? Wow, I feel insulted. Just a little bit.
A fifth movie? What if I don't have a fifth movie?
We do top 4.
That's fine. I'm okay with 4.
4. You guys have to do better. We need top 5s. Hollywood.
I might exclaim it a little bit later if I think of it.
We need top 5s, Hollywood. We need good movies. We need to fill that list up. What the hell?
It's not their
Do your
fault.
thing.
It's mine.
Probably is their fault. They never know. Let's blame them for now. How about
thinking.
this should be easier. You like
Okay.
music. You're a music photographer, basically. What are your top 5 favorite artists?
Okay. Okay. Actually,
On the spot.
here's what we're going to do. I like to do it this way. We're going to start with number 2. Then we'll go back to 1 because I think
Sure.
we'll just start with 2. Number 2 is SZA, like easily.
SZA.
3,
SZA.
it's all girls.
That's good.
I'm like a sucker for the female artists. So it'll be SZA, then Janae Aiko, then Summer Walker, then Killamonte. But I don't think anyone would assume that
think we need one more.
number 1 is Miranda Lambert. It's a country singer.
I know an Adam Lambert. Are they
No,
related?
Miranda Lambert has been like, in my heart since I was younger. And she comes out with albums all the time. And they've been so relevant to my life where I've been at every single time. So, Miranda Lambert.
Okay, that's
is-
cool. I only know G Nyko and SZA from there, so I'm going to be
Really?
learning. I'm going to be
You don't know
learning.
Summer Walker?
Summer Walker, I feel like it's familiar.
I just like
unless
all...
she does like electronic music.
Nope. Summer
no?
Walker does like R&B, like female. I listen
maybe.
to all... I've been just on a kick of like female rap and R&B and I don't know. That's my
Well, I
thing.
like that list. That's good. I'm going to be learning some more artists. How about I'm going to put you on the spot now? I'm gonna
Okay.
put you on the spot
Yep.
now.
Go.
Give me your top 5 Chicago artists.
Chicago artist, Hayward.
1.
He didn't even get to hear it. He's in the bathroom. Hayward.
We didn't even go to number 2
Chance
first.
the rapper. I like Chance.
The Chance.
I'm not gonna like go against Chance.
He's done some good things. We can give some respect to Chance.
You know, from a long time ago, not so much recently, but I do like Vic Mensa. Like
Vic
that
Mensa.
because Chance and Vic Mensa are what brought us to Chicago.
They definitely put a good spotlight on Chicago.
Yeah, so
good
2013
respect
when we
for that.
moved here they were like the thing that made us move here. So we'll say that.
Number 4. The Big 4.
Let me think. Number 4.
Dun dun dun. Dun, dun. I don't know why 007 is coming up.
I didn't even know it was 007, so it's fine.
I should put Jeopardy music in my head. Dum, 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 dum. Chicago, all right, you could put some of the locals you know. They were not good at that.
I know. I'm
Pretty
thinking
sure.
of the girls I know. Okay.
No one's gonna hate you. We'll if they hate you, we'll give them some words.
I know, but I know a bunch of girl artists, and I don't want them to get mad at me picking.
We got 4, so you got.
I have 2
Oh, wait.
more.
Yeah, 2 more. So we got 2 Chicago artists. You got a name. No pressure.
Ooh, that was my ankle.
I mean,
just now.
we stopped at 4 on the other one, so you can
No,
add
it's okay.
6. 1 more on this guy
We can add 1 more on this.
to compensate for the one that you didn't say for top 5.
Oh, so I do have to do 6 on this?
If you want, shit. If you could think of at least 1, 1 more, 2 more, 3 more.
Well, I have a bunch of friends. Like, I love the League Champs. Like, of course, I love all their music. Like, I feel like in my head, they're like a huge thing.
All right, they don't count. They're a bunch of people.
What? Why? Are you kidding me? I
The
love
League
King's
Champs.
music, and I love Sherelle the artist. Like, I listen to Sherelle is on my liked, like my Spotify liked list.
All right, you said Keem singing and Sherelle.
Oh my god, I gotta get Keem a spot. Sherelle, I love. Like, she has like 3 songs on my liked Spotify list.
No offense, Keem singing.
Okay,
They're just
you're right.
feminine
This is
artists.
going on. I might come back and say a 5th one after this, but at least I have those 3 that are like my soul ones. I don't know. When I think of Chicago, those are like what I think of.
This is an interesting question. This is going to be a top 5 again, but since you're a photographer, I mean, you are a new photographer, and it kind of just got up on you randomly, somehow manifested. Do you have like a top 5 list of photographers that you like?
Yes. Well, no.
Oh, snap.
I will say I have
confused.
2. I have 2. 2 like definite ones that I know that when I shoot, I strive to. They influence me very well, like in a good way, with their personalities and with their photos and with the direction they go in.
So they're locals.
Okay, how about this? One, I'm from Detroit, so
True.
Volandis is his name, from Detroit, and he says he like shoots the hood is like his thing, but he shoots like lifestyle, showing living in Detroit. The photos are beautiful. Like Volandis, like his editing and everything, he shoots film though, or he shoots film, right? Yeah. But they're beautiful. So I always look at his stuff. But then also Gunnar Stahl is like one of the top celebrity photographers, but he started out when he was a teenager and he did it with a tiny ass little just camera. Like he didn't have a bunch of equipment, but he just did it and just caught on. And now he's like one of the most sought after photographers.
Dude's
for
like a
celebrities.
go-getter, right? That's your first dude?
Just not a care in the world. Just like his little disposable camera sometimes and just taking them, and the freaking Kardashians will pay for his photos because
I think he would have definitely been a photographer in 1914 for sure.
Oh, like yeah, so easily, right?
I could do this.
He just takes
easily,
it
no
away.
problem.
But I don't have a top 5, but definitely Gunnar Stahl and Volandis are like my 2 that are just my like solid inspirations.
Well, that's good. Shout out to the homeboys right there.
For sure.
How about would you ever like to get into videography as well, aside from photography?
I know how to edit like a little bit. And I know how to film a little bit, but using like the stabilizer and stuff, you have to be so strong. You have to be used to moving it a certain way. Like it takes some work. Like they're both sitting there just smiling behind it. They do the same exact thing. But it does, like, to get used to like moving at a certain speed and moving your body a certain way. It would be fun to do, but it's a whole other thing to learn. I would love to do it, but I think I have good vision in my head for video and for cinema and for stories and stuff.
Well, You could be a director one day or what?
Nope, but I'll help.
Straight up. I'm
He's
gonna
saying
do that
yes,
right now.
but yeah.
We'll never see. We'll never know. We'll have to see in the future. We'll have to get Becky on here and then ask you a question again.
Maybe, yeah.
We'll have.
It'll be so fun.
Hopefully, we'll have to have you on the show in the future again.
You're right.
How about how do you go about photo shoots? Regardless, like, what do you do when people ask you for photo shoots? Do you have a costume idea? Do you have just
nope? I have a script.
Ideas?
No, I don't really have a script, but I did not have anything in the beginning, which I think is important if anyone's watching this or does watch this that is starting out or trying to figure out what to do. I was so nervous in the beginning. I didn't know what to talk to people about or like how to figure out their shoots. But now, as soon as someone hits me up about a shoot, I'll ask them like to send me at least 5 screenshots off of any social media, like mostly Pinterest, but like Tumblr's a big one, or like Instagram and stuff, and just show me like what you want the vibe to be. And then obviously talk to me about the project, send me the song if you have it, or like the album or whatever, and who you are as an artist. Like, give me a paragraph, and then I can conceptualize your shoot and give you ideas. Because I storyboard all the time, like on my Pinterest, and I have a bunch of stuff saved that I want to do. So as soon as someone kind of sends me screenshots that look like what I want to do, or send me an idea, and it fits into something I've already had in mind, I know you're like the person for it. And then I just put my spin on it. So you have to get to know the person before you do a shoot. Like, you cannot go blindly into a shoot. It will be so uncomfortable. I used to do it in the beginning, and so awkward, and it's just
That's pretty cool. I like that. I never really thought of that way. Like, you actually create a story behind the artist when they send you their bio
and when
stuff.
they'll be like, what should I send you a screenshot of? I'm like, send me, even if, I don't even care if you send me a screenshot of 5 different colors. Like that, I could do something with that. But like, it could be textures, colors, weather, like pictures of places, people, like anything. You just have to send me something so I can put it all together and like mold it into a shoot.
Do you even like figure out a setting out of that kind of a biography off of these guys, or?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna, just because you talk like this and act like this, I'm gonna go shoot downtown or something with you, or something like that.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. You could tell when someone's talking to you, like if it's gonna be not like darker in a bad way, but if they want like a moodier or like a lighter or happier or, you know, more sad. I don't know.
That's cool.
I have a bunch of stuff saved, so I'm usually just waiting for the right person to fall into that like line that I need them to. So
you really do kind of create like a whole biography just through pictures for these artists. That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
How comfortable are you in front of cameras?
I feel pretty comfortable right now, but
we're getting there for sure.
You
gotta get a few shots of there.
No, but I do like people do say, I got asked to be on a podcast before, and when I asked them why they would ask me when they were starting out, he said, because you're so comfortable on your Instagram, like all the time, like talking on it or your stories and stuff. And I explained to him, because he was just starting out, I was like, when I first started out with Hayward and Ignat on Beatbox, when we would have to record with like all the lights and a camera, I would get so upset and anxious that I would make them leave. Like, I would make Hayward leave the house and go walk the dog just to record a 1-minute promo for Instagram, because my anxiety would be like racing and I didn't know how it was going to like look or sound. Now I don't care. Like, now it's like,
once you do it a few times,
you just are who you are when you get comfortable, but it's scary at first. You just have to do it a bunch of times.
Well, at least we can get you in front of the camera right now and see the real personality behind the scenes, right? the real Raven. Hashtag. Follow that on
my
IG.
Shirt in my vodka.
I want to take a shot
again.
Real quick.
Okay.
One more. Finish this off.
So,
the real Raven.
Yep.
All right, so let's get some ideas about your more creative process, I suppose. Okay. Your first photo on your IG currently, right, is...
did you research this? Did you scroll all the way back on my Instagram?
Did. It took a while.
What is it?
It took a lot of scrolling. Your first photo on IG, I'm pretty sure, because as I just changed my name for the new year, and you just changed your name recently as well, so you kind of... I'm pretty sure this is not your first photo. Okay. So you just refreshed a little bit. Your first photo is Hayward recording Keem singing for Hello Dilly. It was that's your first photo on IG.
Guess
right now.
What? So we could have said that was my first shoot. That really was.
Is that the official first shoot?
Actually,
okay.
I think that's the first time I ever worked with Keem singing too. And that was not even that long ago. That was August of 2020. Yep.
Where did you guys go for that? You guys went to
We
some
went
really interesting
to,
spots.
dude, it was like Mario Land. It was Joliet. What was that though?
It was like some old mining place.
It was a bunch
It
of
looked like a construction
like
yard. for sure.
tunnels and like it was so cool. It was like a big playground and they shot. Yeah, it was like an adventure, and that was my first time shooting BTS on anything, which I didn't talk almost the entire time.
Were you nervous?
Very nervous. Didn't know what to say or what to do. And I'm pretty sure I took literally probably 2,000 pictures of just a couple hours for no reason. Didn't even use. Oh, that's so weird. You went all the way back there. That was I didn't even know.
I gotta
Keen
do my
then.
research. I gotta do my
That's
research.
so funny. That's so
Well,
funny.
That definitely created a foundation for whatever you're else gonna do later, right?
Yeah.
That was enjoyable. I'm assuming.
It was. It's always
Did you have
funny
to
with them.
jump those gates too, or no?
Yeah, but it takes
That's
me a
what
way longer time to do it than them. I was so tired after that day. It felt like I ran like field day in elementary school. That was
For
a
those
tiring
of you
day.
that don't know, this is Hello Diddy and Keem singing, right?
Hello Dilly. Wait, Hello
Dilly.
Dilly?
Yeah, Hello Dilly and Keem singing
Keem
with
singing.
The Road Less Traveled for
Yep.
that music video. That was actually one of my favorite songs that I heard from somebody that's in the studio. I love house music, so
Yeah,
That's really
they
cool
were
that you were
so
part of
fun.
that.
That whole day was so fun.
that's really cool. Shit, I'm glad you
Forgot
were
about
part
that.
of making that happen, because now we get to see the behind the scenes, the eyes behind the scenes right here with
Yeah.
us. So also on your IG, I did see that you've worked with quite a few artists. I've seen you work with Ideal Raps. I see you work with Kid Nando, Can Buy Deem, and Pauna. And most recently, I've seen that you had worked with Bianca Shaw, Kid Nimbus, Concept, Lonnie Anderson, and Tech Life even.
Yep.
I saw the Tech Life. I was like, oh, man, getting deep at the Chicago roots with that one. That's
It's
really
been
cool.
growing.
Now,
Yeah, I don't know.
How do you feel about those? Which one, I would say, I would have to ask you which one, or not even all of those that I just listed. Who is your favorite to actually have photo shooted so far? Did I ask that correctly?
Who is my favorite to have taken pictures of so
Yeah.
far? You know what? When I said I didn't think about questions that might happen, I think I thought about this one. Because I think I had a fleeting moment where I was like, how in the world would I possibly pick who my favorite is? Could you imagine? Oh my goodness. Every single shoot that I've gone into has been like some learning experience. Like I have so many different good. Okay. No. How about we just go out of what you just said? I love shooting with all of them, but I love shooting with Concept out of those people because Concept is both a model and a photographer. So he has introduced me to like so many things, or like told me I could do so many things. But I don't know, like I've shot okay, we went to Bottom Lounge like to shoot
That's
Chops, Diggity. But it ended up being where Chops asked me to shoot him, but he got me backstage passes to do his shoot. And I ended up shooting Taco, the Chicago rapper, who ended up hitting me up several times and asked me to go on tour with him and Twista to be their
What?
photographer. So like
That's dope.
so many things like lead to different things. And where I think I was a year ago shooting people, which I'm still shooting the same people, but they were also at a different point, right? And we were all a little bit smaller in our artistic whatever journey. And where we are now, like I work with people that sometimes I come out of it and I don't even realize who they were until I get home and like look them up and I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like Bianca Shaw was one of them. I sat there and did her entire thing and then I came home and looked her up and I was like, I'd already heard about her from several people telling me you should work with Bianca Shaw or you should work with Social Works and all this stuff. Like,
Yeah, I haven't actually heard of Bianca Shaw myself.
Oh my
I
God.
just looked her up. I'm like, this girl looks like
Her-
she's very talented.
dude,
For
yes,
real.
like all those people, like Canvas House. When I think about Canvas House too, like I love them. They literally, I was one of the photographers at World of Dance. Like World of Dance.
Yeah, I saw
That's
that. How was
insane.
that? I was about
was
to. I
wild.
was thinking if I should ask you a question about
Holy
that.
crap.
Where's the event at?
Where was it at? Out in the suburbs.
Some theater off.
Oh, right. It was kind of by off Lawrence. It was super
Okay.
cool. I used to watch World of Dance when I was younger. Like
What is
never.
that about? Like
It's
just
about just dancing. Everybody
break
dances. It's the
dancers,
best
you
dance.
got, like,
all
ballroom
teams,
dance
like
was going
teams
on.
from all
Okay.
over the U.S. like dance and compete in different age
do
categories. Or
people
like
win like trophies or something?
Yes.
Or? Oh, that's dope.
Yes.
Do these trophies come with like super huge prizes and everything? Like $5,000 for first prize.
just the just the knowing you got first place.
Just the
But
recognition.
it was still cool. Like, I never thought in a million years, if you would have told little, like, 10-year-old me watching World of Dance, you're going to be, like, whispering to me, like, you're going to be shooting that one day with a camera.
That's
It would
dope, though.
never
That's,
been a thing.
That's definitely a spot where I'm assuming you can get a lot of networking and connections in for sure.
They're the, yeah.
I
they're
need
the
it. I
plug
haven't
on
even known about that. If it's in Chicago, I want to definitely check it out.
Oh my
sometime,
God,
for
it's
sure.
wild. It was so much fun.
Dancers, man, I love dancing, but I would never be able to be professional. I'm good
Dancing?
on that.
You would think that.
I just do shuffles, do a little bit of
You can. With your knee, right? You
shuffles.
better be careful. with
House
your
music
knee.
shuffles. I'm not gonna mess up my knee. I already have it.
House music shuffles.
Yeah, I mean, it starts with hardstyle, but you know they brought it into house. That's my favorite music, but well, whatever.
Okay. All right.
So
Okay.
next question, I would say, out of that, kind of like leads into this one. Who would you like? You wanted, or I asked, who was your favorite? I would want to see now. Who would you want to shoot in the future? This is kind of like a manifesting question as well. If you had somebody out of all the artists that you have favors of, who would you want to shoot? Like number one, first, instantly.
Do you know what? We have to backtrack like for a second, because when I said my favorite artist, I did not
This is why
think
I got
about
top
Saint
fives.
Bodhi, and that is so sad.
Who?
Saint Bodhi.
Sam Bodie?
She is amazing. And if I
Saint
could photograph
Bodhi?
anyone, I would love to still photograph Saint Bodhi. She has like blue hair. She's like a female rapper.
Word? Is she like super popular or just like kind of local? I'm not familiar.
Yeah.
LA?
Yeah. Decent.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's embarrassing that I didn't say her. I would love to shoot Saint Bodhi. I mean, pretty much any of the like female artists that I said. Could you imagine if freaking Summer Walker hit me up and was like, I need photos done? I don't even know when.
When? We got
When
to
she
change that
does,
wording.
I will
Manifest.
probably pee my pants.
All right. Well, we got Summer Walker and then Sam Bodie, right? Mm-hmm. So those are, you got another one that you would want. Let's say it out into the open so the universe hears you. Who else would you want to photograph? I'm so bad at saying that word.
Who else would I want to photograph? Well, yeah. I mean, any of the ones I said, like, I don't know. Oh my God, I could be photographing Drake one day.
That
Just
would be
chilling,
dope.
having a drink, and it's like the flash on him, and it's my photo. I
We
would
got to
love shoot-
manifest it.
If I could shoot
Saying it out
A$AP
loud is the
A$AP
purpose of
Rocky,
this, right?
Like a fashion shoot for A$AP Rocky.
That would be cool.
Could you
He's
imagine?
really, he has a dope style. You definitely,
Yeah.
I already seen a lot of photo shoots of him. That guy knows how to work a camera.
Just like fashion forward more, as opposed to like more of a BTS type thing. That'd be dope.
Cool. Definitely. Do you like shooting more behind the scenes or just like direct photography kind of thing?
I'm getting more into direct. I love BTS because I love catching moments of people. There are so many moments that you don't realize will pass you and you'll never think of again. I will catch those. That will be great. You'll have those for like so long. But I really am more comfortable with direct shoots now. So, or getting more comfortable with them and being creative with them. So I'm starting to
That's
like them
good.
more.
Sure, maybe I can get some photo shoots for myself. Who knows?
Creative, well,
Who
God only
knows?
knows what we'll come up with. I would be so excited to find out.
So, what is your favorite thing about photography?
I love taking the pictures, but when I sit and edit and just can put headphones in and like block off hours to just do color correction and fixing the editing is like where I really love doing it. I don't know what it is. Like because sometimes like anybody can take a picture and it'll look a certain way, and I'll always tell people when they see the picture on my camera, I get nervous because I'm like, it's not going to look exactly like this. Like, you know how I edit, but when I can sit down and just put my headphones in and bring up Lightroom and Photoshop and work on them, I love just like changing the color, the clarity, like the curves, the texture, like all that stuff, highlights, and get it like looking better than what your eyes could even see in person. Like,
Sometimes photography looks better than real life. I'm not gonna
yes,
lie.
like getting into that, it really does. Or just changing up the entire mood of when we shot, and then when you edit it, it's a completely different vibe.
True. And I feel like this kind of stuff is very important on the other end. Like, aside from the importance to you and like fulfilling your kind of like hobby or career or whatever you want to put that into your words, it's definitely important for the other artist that's receiving the work as well. How would you say photography, how important would you say photography is in regarding for like artists?
Super important. I know that iPhones and I know that like phones can do a bunch of stuff. So it's kind of hard as a photographer to compete with where phones are at this point, because you'll always be like, well, why can't I just do it myself and have to hire you? But it's completely different with me. Like my focus is entirely on taking a picture of you in the right way. So it's going to be high quality. It's me like editing it. It's me coming up with the concept for you and like the design and the color. It's just, you're not, I don't know. You're not going to be able to do it with your phone. You are, but it's not going to be the same. Like there's an art behind what I'm doing, and I'm putting like everything into it for you. So you can have somebody take it for you with your phone and have that quality, and you can edit it how you want, and that's fine. But it just goes a level. It shows you're so much more professional and committed, and like another level of you as an artist.
You definitely seem a little bit passionate about it when you talk about it. You're like, I can't fucking just stand.
Well, because it gets hard because phones are coming out that are getting so good. Like sometimes I do want to, like I take pictures with my phone all the time of myself, and it's like, if I'm doing it, how am I going to explain to someone else that they shouldn't do it? But I'm doing the same thing. But it's because...
It's because you're the real Raeven, bro.
Duh. I don't know. It just ups your professionalism as an artist when you put money and like effort into hiring professionals to do your media for you.
Definitely, especially when they have a vision like you, when you actually create a whole photo and story behind an artist's just look. That's really dope.
Like pulling my hair out, like the backside of all this.
That's dope. Well... So that's like kind of like, I feel like photography is very important to an artist regarding like marketing and all that stuff and actually making them look good. Like I said in the beginning, people mostly just see the artist from like they just see the production value. They see him on stage and everything, but leading up to it, it's like your work is kind of like what gets people enticed about that artist. You get the fantasy up to it, and I feel like that is a very important aspect of being a photographer, because you actually literally create this whole fantasy around an artist just by photos. And it's like, I definitely want to see this person. I'm going to see this person live, and he's going to look exactly like that with the glows and everything. You know what I mean?
Almost, but so, yes, yeah, mostly.
we can have it. It looks just more like movie-like when you actually see a person still like in a photo like that. I think it's a definitely good aspect and a very important aspect for sure as being a photographer and regarding to artists. Need them. You guys have to respect the photographers of our life, just like DJs for music. You know, photographers for artists are definitely is important, I would say.
True.
How else do you help artists like create their brand or their marketing? I think you do a little bit of graphic design as well. Yeah,
I like doing graphic design. I like doing like magazine layout stuff. That's why I have daily, like the magazine look of like editing stuff.
What is daily?
Honestly, I don't really know yet. Like I just wrote daily on a picture one time because I was literally doing it like on the daily, and then it stuck, and now it's just like my tag awesome. Like on all my pictures. Bugle. From like Spider-Man. Like I don't know, like just putting daily on everything. But helping artists, like even if they hit me up for a photo shoot, I do always ask them like what their vision is as far as their social media, and what if you're gonna do this shoot and you're gonna look a certain way in it, why do you want to look that way, and what are you gonna do with it like after this, or what do you do with it before it? Because it usually, in my head, just going forward with media, being a part of a media team is like, if you're going to do photos, you're probably going to do video. If you're going to do video, you're probably going to need graphic. Like, it just goes down the line, and starting to let people know that, like, not only do I do photos, but I can help you with your covers and with your graphics and with your social media building, and I work with a videographer. Like, the whole... You can't just post photo. You can't. Okay, first of all, when I take photos of you, you can't just post all 20 at the same time and then never go on your Instagram for right. a month. Like that. Don't do that. So letting artists know the right way to market themselves and explaining hashtags to them, like as simple as that is. But I break
damn
that
near
all
consultant
down to
right here.
Basically, like truly, like if you're gonna use my photos, push them. Like get some use out of them. They could go further.
And push them correctly. You wanna, like you said, don't put it all at once. You wanna let people see the product over time, make it mysterious.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit. Definitely.
So is that kind of how you like make yourself reach out to artists and connect with them and network with them? Is that how you explain it to them, or how do you usually do it whenever you go out to shows and if
I'm gonna hit up an artist, like if I'm gonna network with people? Yeah. Well, first of all, I genuinely connect with people that I do like. So like if I like their music,
essential. Work with what you like.
I know, but I'm known for walking up to people and being like, "Oh, we should just do a shoot." Just like asking them to just, no matter what, just shooting. Like that's how when we met like Kid Nimbus, who's like a huge dancer like in the city and now nationwide, like just telling him like, okay, I'd love to do a free shoot for you. Like your work, I love your work so much that I would love to do a shoot for you so that it works for me and it works for you and we get to work together. So I'm definitely known for giving those away if you see me at a show. But if I fuck with your music and your vibe and you're just a good seeming person, then I don't know, I just want to work with you. I'll just come out and say it. Like,
That's good.
yeah.
That's good. So people, you got to get talented and maybe you get a free shoot, or otherwise you're going to have to spit up some dollars, man.
It's not that you're not
Get
talented,
No,
but
playing.
I also like with pricing in general, like I used to be very like, this is the price. And now I'm just like, I work with whatever budget. I don't know. I want you to get your photos. I want the content and the experience. So I'll ask you what you can afford and what can we do and what do you need.
Well, that's a good way to like actually convey to other like upcoming artists that are going to be photographers, like if they don't know how to connect and network with people, this is how you should do it. You know, maybe give a couple of artists some free photo shoots, free videos or something like that.
You should do free work.
Yeah, like what are some tips you would give to like up and coming art photographers if they want to get into this kind of field in the music industry
Like
and
up
connect
and
with
coming?
good artists?
Okay. Right. First of all, no matter what, like your work is worth something. So you shouldn't give away everything for free. Don't let that be a misconception. But starting out, like, don't be afraid to just connect with people. And you do have to give work away for free. And you do have to go to as many things as you can, meet as many people as you can. Like the more you show up and the more you're doing pictures for people, the more consistent you are, the more people want to come to you anyway. So you might not even have to reach out to them. But I started out thinking I had to have a set price plan, a set schedule, and no, there's no set anything. Just go out and meet people. You're going to connect with the right people, and those people are going to love you so much that they're going to connect you to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. Before you know it, you're doing things you didn't even think you'd be doing. Like, you just have to be open to it without restrictions tying you down. Like,
So basically, like, keep it moving. Don't sit at
keep it
home.
moving. Like, don't, oh my God, don't sit at home.
Don't sit at home.
Waiting for what?
Go to the shows. Hit people up.
Say hello.
Talk to them. Offer some
Yeah.
free things, and if you know your worth, offer them a price. You know what I mean?
Basically.
That's really cool. So, I mean, is it appropriate to ask you what kind of prices you do for
Sure.
photo shoots or anything? Because I think I'm actually going to look for a photo shoot myself.
Okay.
If I have you on here, I want to be working with you.
I get so nervous answering because I don't want a bunch of people to hit me up and be like, but you said, no. But I usually tell people, like, if you just need like a couple photos, easy is like $75 to $100 is like nothing. If you need like help with a concept and location, you need me to do like all this extra stuff, it's like $150 to $200. But even behind the
That
scenes,
sounds
is,
reasonable,
like,
actually.
shooting shows, like if I ever pop out to shows randomly, sometimes I'll have people hit me up and be like, are you going to be at such and such tonight? If I'm ever at a show shooting, I'll always get at least 5 photos of you no matter what. And it's just $25 for the key to your Google Drive. So, I don't know. That's easy. 5 people on a show a night, it's pretty decent money. For just
Not bad.
popping out to a show I was going to go to and drink at anyway.
Well, I'm pretty satisfied with those prices. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna book a photo shoot right now.
For sure.
Hopefully we can do this week if we have some free time.
I would love to.
And we're gonna make it happen. We're We'll put the photos and everything at the end of this episode or
Oh,
something.
I can't. They're going to be
Make
so
it happen.
cool.
We're gonna look real cool. Hopefully, I will. If I keep this hair or not, I'll maybe change my look just so we can look super cool about it.
As Hayward puts his leg behind his head.
All right, so last couple of questions.
Okay.
Super easy.
Oh, great.
What is next for Raven? What is going on?
Next. Okay. I have things in mind for this year that I'm very excited about. But do you know, before I came on this episode, Rhymester messaged me and said to keep my mouth shut.
Don't spoil it for those
He said
motherfuckers.
just let it be what it is. And the more I thought about it, it's right. The things that are happening for me this year, photography-wise, if you would have told me last year, being Amanda, not Raven then, I would have never believed it.
I totally forgot your original name too. Thank you for
Amanda. My main name is Amanda. But Rhymester told me in all caps to not talk about anything or that way. So,
well,
but they are
the
things.
few
Let me just say,
artists-
just wait. They're big. I don't know. Let's just grow mentally, spiritually,
I
emotionally.
mean, if you do decide to say it, I'm pretty sure like few couple of artists and viewers
Nope,
looking at
I'm
it
not
right
doing
now.
it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because you know what? I have like a weird superstition that if I talk about certain things, they won't happen. So I don't know. I don't want to say
It's
it.
a mixed balance between jinxing yourself and manifesting. I see.
Yeah. What is that? Is that true?
How about it? I think there's a little
Ooh. Okay. Well, the
Subtle
goal is to
truth to
shoot
it.
for as many big artists as I possibly can this year and get into big venues, big shows, and
Oh, and there's some big artists. I already know.
Yep.
I just wanted to drag it out of her, but she ain't letting it happen.
I know. I'm too scared. Maybe after the first one, we'll be good, and then I'll be like, it's real. So.
There you go. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I'm not gonna jinx it today, but
Okay.
we got some big ass things planned. the real Raven with the league champs and everything involved. What else? Let's see. I want to ask you.
Okay.
What links can we follow you at?
Oh, every single. Well, actually, no. I shouldn't say every single. I'm only on Instagram. It's at the real Raven.
Simple as that.
Real, but Raven's Raeven.
And for the very last question,
Mm-hmm.
why should we rock with the real Raven?
Because why not?
Because
No, because I'm real. I don't know.
real
I've
as
been
fuck.
through it. I'm a real person. I'll
Look at
tell
that
you.
diamond in her tooth. Come on, man.
Just one. The other one I swallowed. But I don't know. I did. I started out, I'm telling you, like a year ago, mentally,
Filled with
emotionally.
money.
Like, stop. It's gone. So small. Just a regular little person. Like, so nervous, so anxious, so depressed, so everything. And now, hopefully this comes across as showing you what I am now. So.
Hey, man, that's why you should rock with the real Raven, because she's
Yep.
real as fuck, no matter what situation. So I want to say thank you very much for coming on to the show. Thank you for being a part of Prolific Profiles, Episode 7. Thank you all for you viewers tuning in and getting in tune with the real Raven as well. We will see you next time, and any last words?
Nope. That's all. Thanks for coming.
Simple as that. Peace out, guys, and we have more episodes coming too. This is Gratian, and this is Prolific Profiles with Ever Evolved. See you next time.